Good morning. My name is Asis Teshwan Singh of Class 8 from Jupiter Public School, Bhubaneswar. Today I am going to present you my model based on center of gravity. The classical demonstration using two forks and a toothpick is a visual explanation of center of gravity and principle of stability. The illusion that the two forks are floating in the air due to the careful manipulation of the object at its balancing point. The assembly is done by interlocking the two forks and a toothpick is threaded through the tines. The balancing act in the model is the tip of the toothpick is placed on the edge of the glass from which the whole assembly is balancing on it. The science behind the CG is the center of gravity or the center of mass is the imaginary average location of the weight of an object. If we support an object to its balancing point, then it will stay stable and won't tip over. Some question that arise from my model is how does the forks and the toothpick are floating? The forks and the toothpick are floating because the fork is heavy to its handle end, and if we try to balance one fork with a toothpick, then it is difficult. So therefore we will interlock two toothpicks from which it will changes its shape and weight distribution, from which the CG will also change its place to a particular location, from which the whole assembly CG will ends up at a particular location and the tip of the toothpick will rest at the edge of the glass. The second question that arises from my model is how does the whole assembly stay stable? The setup creates a stable equilibrium from which when the CG is below the pivot point, then the gravity acts to restore the object to its balancing point, from which the whole setup is balanced properly and won't tip over. That's all over my project. Thank you and have a nice day.